Hey, good morning, everybody. It's me, Ria. Just hopping on for a quick message. So I went to go in over there to TJ Maxx, and their doors don't open till 9:30. So I'm like, what a perfect opportunity to give a quick live while I'm waiting here for 10 more minutes. So I just wanted to share just a couple things that were coming through to me this morning. And I know whenever something is hitting you or is being illuminated, it is um, light sparking within you. And it is beautiful when we can share that light spark with others, that activation, that insight, that wisdom. It is all light activating. It is part of the process of you becoming light beings. That light is already there, but when you get an insight, hey, yo, Tucker boy, good to see you, Chris. When you're getting that insight and when you're embodying more light, spirit is showing it to me as a dimmer switch on a light bulb. And what we are doing when we're gaining that insight or something is hitting us and we're pondering it, but we're getting more and more insight and wisdom from it. It's like we are turning on that dimmer high. That light is always there available to us, but we are turning on the dimmer brighter and brighter and brighter, the dimmer switch, so that it's illuminated. So you get the idea and the insight, the activation, if you want to call it codes, opening up, whatever, DNA activating. It is just a remembering. It is a awakening. This is beautiful because when you turn on the dimmer and the light gets brighter, it is like symbolic of an awakening. Like I can't sleep in the summer as late because the sun comes on and I'm awake. I can't go to sleep. And spirit is saying that is the same with us as we turn on our dimmer on a higher illumination, as we are activating more light, we are no longer asleep. We can't sleep. So I know when I have a message coming through and I'm putting it off, but I keep feeling that nudge behind me, it is me turning it on and allowing that. I can't go back to sleep once I know something. I can't go back to sleep if something is processing in me or activating or, you know, same in my bedroom. I have these lights on a timer because I love lots of lights in the house, but I can't sleep with lights. So I have them on and they come on at 7 a.m. and it's like, bling! It's like, everything's illuminated and I'm awake and I can't go back to sleep. Well, that's what it is like when we embody more and more of our own light. It's a remembering, it's an awakening to that which we already are. And we can't go back to sleep. That expansion keeps going stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger in whatever way, shape, or form your focus is in. It could be anything, any subject matter. Nothing is better or worse than another. It is all just an experience. It's all just energy. There is no good or bad or right or wrong. It is all just an experience that we are having at a certain setting on our dimmer switch. Dimmer makes it sound like we're dimming it, but I like to think of it more as turning it up, turning it up. And that dimmer switch also is representative of a dial on an old-fashioned radio where we're tuning into a station. So the light activation, the insight and the wisdom that we're gaining when we're embodying, remembering a piece of ourselves from something so simple as seeing a face in the pavement. I'm looking outside and I see all of these tar marks and I'm thinking, I could see so much in that. So what we're doing is as we're activating and in that getting that insight, it's tuning us in like perfectly to our heart's alignment, to our soul journey's experience of the now. So that is how we are exactly, hey Sandy, we are exactly where we need to be in every moment. And as we release resistance, we're able to turn up the dial, tune in as we turn up the light, as we illuminate and allow our light to shine by removing resistance and allowing. We're also fine tuning to that perfect alignment that is available to us in every moment of now. And even when we're not feeling aligned, we're still getting back to alignment. We're still aligning to our heart and our soul's journey. That's what we came for. we're creating our way and paving our way every second with every frequency. So we're always exactly where we need to be because we are God source energy creating the journey along the way. And it's kind of like when we might feel we're off course, like on the way to dropping my son off. I took a different way. He's on a little day camp today for Christmas. Every day's Christmas, right? Christ consciousness. Every day is Christmas. Every day is an opportunity to step into that Christ consciousness, and it is everyday Christmas. But today is it's spring break. It's spring break. I had to use the GPS to just remind me what turn to take, and sometimes I get off course, and then I get a little bit like but that GPS will always put us back on track. Our tuner, our frequency, no matter where we are, we will always be put on track. We are never, ever lost. Now, this isn't even the message I came on to share. The message I wanted to share today was what is right and what isn't right. And if it is right for you, then it is right. So many of us, even in the spiritual community, religious communities, whatever, like focused group you might be in, parent groups, PTA groups, I don't know, whatever group you have, doctor associations, they are all going to have an opinion on what is right. And what Spirit is saying is kind of a paradox. It is true and it isn't true. It is right for the ones that believe that it is right. So what Spirit wants to bring forth today is, if it's right for you, then it is right. That is part of the fine tuning of your frequency. You're fine tuning to see what frequency you are tuning in that is right for you in that moment, in that present focus moment of now that you are in. So something that is right for another group might not be right for you. For another healer, it's not right for the same person, because our frequencies are individual to us. The activations and the DNA and the remembering are also connected to multidimensional selves, which also pulls in the experience, support, wisdom, and knowledge from our multi-self. So there is nothing is right or wrong. It is just right according to your own individual frequency that you're tuned into at the moment. Even if it's a natural way, great. If it's medicine you need, great. Whatever you need and that feels right, fine tune and zoom in. They're showing me now, like focusing in like a laser, zoop, what is right for you. And if it aligns and it enlightens you and you feel peace at it or awaken, then it is right for you. However, Spirit is bringing in the point that sometimes we don't feel peaceful about our rightness, our righteousness, because we are comparing what is right for us with somebody else. So, maybe a natural holistic way is right, or somebody who doesn't eat meat is right for them, or somebody who does a particular diet, fasting, greens, spirula, green juice, Brickman yoga, martial arts. So we sometimes, and this is beautiful too, because it's part of our discernment problem. It's part of our discernment process. We will compare because we're aware. We will compare. So think of it as not so much comparing, but being aware of all of the different energies, frequencies, ways of being that are available to us. But what we do then is we're aware. It's almost like a laser going in, or somebody going in on a target on a fighter jet and then tuning in on that. So there's so much available to us because there are all so many beautiful people that are in the line to their self and it works for them. But it gives us an opportunity to just look, and that allows us all of that observation. They're almost showing me now a night vision where you can look around and see all this stuff and you're kind of in the dark, but you're taking in all of this information, then bringing it in and discerning what is appropriate for your frequency in this moment of now. And that changes all the time. So life gives us an array, gives us unlimited opportunities to discern our truth or what is right for us in any way, shape, or form. Could be a grocery store. Oh, do you like Hannaford's better, or like up in the Northeast, or Publix, or oh, I like going to TJ Maxx, or I like going here or there, or oh my God, I would never go to that restaurant. It sucks. But then somebody else says, oh, I love it. This brings just a short little memory to me when I was doing hair back in the day. And I used to like to go to Chipotle, and I was doing a client, and she goes, that's not real Mexican food. That I hate Chipotle. But for what my particular dish was at Chipotle, I used to like the little Southwestern egg rolls and the Southwest salad, and I liked it. Yeah, it wasn't maybe legit authentic Mexican off the street of Mexico, but I liked it. And then that little thought made me think, oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, there's no right or wrong. In that moment, that's what my body wanted. And just those kind of comparisons. I know that's mundane and simple, but yeah, even right down to a restaurant. And I'm not saying that hers wasn't right, because I'm sure I'd go there and find something really yummy too. So we can get caught up in those areas where we're comparing, but really it's just discernment, and it's opening us up. And then maybe next day, oh, Chipotle's closed, I'm going to go over to the other part of town and hit that place she was talking about. So there's seeds, and it allows us to discern, but as we're aware, we will compare, but not comparison in a right or wrong. They're saying they want us to compare as a tool for discernment. Oh my God, I love that. And I always say that Spirit comes through lately with a bunch of little chintzy little rhymes, and I love it. I love it. So awareness can be comparing, and it's about taking comparing and using it for the positive to make us aware and to discern. And what that also has done in the past is it has brought up places where we're holding doubt and unworthiness when we compare, and oh my God, I can't do this, or I can't do it as good as that person, or she does it this way, he does it that way. Try to release that comparing, because of course we're not going to do it like one or the other. We're individual based on our own multi-dimensional eternal experiences of our God source energy soul journey. Okay. And I know we slip into that. So this is a way to switch, compare, even the word compare, to a higher frequency, where we're now allowing that comparison to discern and fine tune us to illuminate our light, instead of diminishing, turning down the dimmer and diminishing our light by thinking we're not as good, or doubting a ability or a path or an illumination or a way that we're called to do according to our soul's journey. And that is so beautiful. So those experiences are beautiful because they brought forth areas where we might be still feeling criticism and judging ourselves, which are many, which are endless sometimes. But it brings it up into our awareness. Our awareness literally is the light, because we're pure love, God source energy. We are the sun within us, and that reflects on our world without us, hence the sun in the sky. But what we do in our awareness is we are literally shining our light according to our frequency in that moment, according to where we have the dimmer dial set. And it is all beautiful in every experience, every moment, every step, every step you take is necessary on our journey, because they act as building blocks. They act as releasing and transmuting little platforms, little plateaus where we're at. And it gives us an area. We'll turn it up, then we're at the steps. Spirit showed us how we take shifts and steps. And every step, think of it as a plateau or a platform where we're exploring anything else in that frequency that needs to be brought to our awareness. Then boom, next step, next step, next step. And it's also beautiful. And we can't hop, say, from one floor to the next. Think of this stairwell in a 6-story building. We can't hop physically from our limited consciousness and our limited physicality from here to there. Every step is necessary. Every step is a blessing to get us to that next floor. Even it is necessary on our ascension journey. And sometimes we think, oh, just because I'm down at the bottom, first floor, second step, but that person's over on the 6th floor at the highest overlooking, they're on the roof deck now, what the hell? Well, we're also individual where we're clearing those areas, and we were meant to do that job as well. That is part of our soul's journey, and we're exactly all where we need to be. And just because that person is up here, while their light is really maybe illuminating, but guess what, they're also shedding as high as light, as the light, as dark as the darkness. They're also having to go even deeper and have their stuff. But everything is needed. Everything is needed. So what is right? Well, what is right for you, that is what is right. It doesn't, one truth doesn't fit all, and there's many different layers and levels of truth to every step. And that is how the truth never ends, but the truth is ultimate, all in one. The ultimate truth is there is only love. And within a certain love frequency, there are certain truths that apply in order to continue that expansion. Nothing is wrong. Some people get so high and mighty on their horse because they have discovered a light within them and a truth within themselves. They think that that being needs to be everywhere, but it doesn't. It's all about acceptance. And as we accept ourselves, we accept all of that more fluidly, easily. We merge with love and compassion and self acceptance. So it's about, as we're releasing the judgment, it is so cool because as we release judgment, more and more becomes right in our field. We don't feel that projection outside of us. We don't try to project it onto others or our environment or somebody's way. And we all do that. It's part of that frequency. It's part of that fine tuning where we are at that moment. And that's all beautiful because I know I beat myself up sometimes to a pulp if I feel I'm showing judgment or comparing or any of that. And then I get in the whole monkey game. It is what it is. Allow it. Allow it. Every little moment is what it is. Allow it. There is no judgment from spirit. So why should we? And as we embody more light, that's exactly what we're doing. We're dissipating judgment and criticism. All right. Hey, Christy, Sun Goddess, Facebook user. It says your name today. That's so funny. User in do how? Okay, I gotta put my glasses on. It's too bright in here now. I think I have them in here. Hold on. I'm adjusted to the light. Hold on. I thought I had them. Do I? Do I not? Son of a bee man, where the hell are you? Okay, whatever. Okay, now I got to, and I think my eyes are going bad, and maybe they are somewhat, but when we're adjusted, and then this makes sense, guys. This is a beautiful way to thinking why you need readers or something. So as our sight is bigger, you know how certain words and definitions hold a certain vibration, and we're when we are channeling in the higher not higher, I don't want to say higher or lower, but a certain frequency, then it's hard to readjust our eyes. And they're saying it's no different. Oh my God, this is making so much sense and makes me feel so much better. When we're outside and the light is really bright, but then we go inside and we got to adjust our eyes and we can't see anything at first because everything's so bright. So when I adjust my eyes to reading words, they're a different frequency. Not that they're bad or good, but it's the same thing. We got to readjust where we were with the unlimited, and now we got to go back down to what a word or definition might limit. So you know how I can't speak and I can't talk and everything merges and blah blah blah. Well, we might think that we are getting whatever, but really it's just frequency adjustments, even eyesight, even definition, even labels. And that is so beautiful. So that, oh, okay, so now I'm adjusting. Oh my God, so that's weird. Even in me closing my eyes for a minute, bringing them into dark, and now I open up and I can see so much better. It says I am focusing with the universe and over my being physicality stuck and limited. My crutches need new rubbers. My crutches need new rubbers. You're wearing them out. That's why you're totally utilizing all of the energy before you in this experience, Christy. I bought the wrong size. Oh, okay. Well, because you were wearing the wrong size energy. I ordered, they were way late and too big. I ordered another one. It came in wobbly. I can't use it. I feel like Goldilocks gone wrong, trusting that a huge lesson is in this. Well, the lesson is not one size fits all. And even sometimes when we think we're ordering the right size, especially on internet, if you're normally a small or a medium or a large and it comes back, it's too big, it's too small. Christy, you know what the lesson is? Accept you, accept yourself, accept you exactly as you are. All of the beauty, all of the quirks, all of the mix ups. The lesson is to step into you. The lesson is, there's no lesson. You are adjusting to embodying a different frequency. That's what it is. This is so beautiful. You are evolving and molding and merging and as you tweak your own frequencies, things aren't going to fit you perfect. That is so beautiful. Just like me, when something typically happens, like there it is, my broken mirror duct tape. I thought, holy shit, what am I doing wrong? What lesson do I got? And those on a spiritual journey are intent. They're serious. They're determined. They want to be all that light. They want to live it now. But lo and behold, we already are all that light. We exist embodying all of it in some timeline. And it's not that we did anything wrong. It's about allowing and releasing the judgment. releasing the judgment and stepping into more self-compassion, acceptance, and love. And that is, Christy, you just, now I'm feeling emotional, and it's really opening up my heart, because you just channeled something for me where I'm always thinking, oh, we got to learn a lesson, or I got to get to that next step. I got to be all that light, but we already are all that light. We just came to illuminate in certain areas as a master. Okay. Because that's what I can do. Oh my God, I ordered this on G's and Crow. I thought I wanted that color for my new bean bag, but no, then I returned it. And don't you love free shipping on Amazon Prime? Oh my God, what a freaking ass gift. I'm becoming a returner specialist. Drop it off at Kohl's, drop it off, no package needed. I love technology. I hated technology, but I love technology. Things are so much simpler in life as we release the judgment. That is even reflecting technology and the ease of free shipping, returns on Amazon Prime and everything, and technology and just swiping. It is reflecting how we're releasing the resistance and the judgment of self. Christy, you are going through a huge transformation right now, and you're trying to apply your humanness to your unlimitedness, okay? And it's not working, and we just got to go with that flow. I love that, Christy. Oh shit, now my eyes readjusted again. Read later. Yeah, no, but even that, because when I shut my eyes, it just made so much sense. It's not that our body is, what's it called? Atrophying or breaking down. It's breaking down if we try to sit in that same mold of the definition. This is so freeing, guys, because we will try to apply what we're going through to the old definitions, the old paradigms, the old things. And what it's really calling for is we release more judgment. And as we release that mold, we become freer and things just operate. And yeah, maybe you need some readers or glasses or an operation or a tweaking, because guess what? You've outgrown that old physical way of being. And maybe the body is just not catching up because the ego mind is still keeping you in separation, but really it's about unifying and dissipating the illusion of separation. This is so powerful, Christy. Thank you so much for bringing this up to point. Master Light Blasters, way showers, those on a conscious spiritual journey. Everyone's on a conscious spiritual journey. And sometimes I used to think, boy, maybe it would be so much easier not to be conscious or aware and just to live in that kind of the spirit operating behind the scenes without the dimmer on high. But you know what? No one has more work than the other to do. We don't need to change the world. They're operating in their spiritual journey and their imprint, even without all of the spiritual concepts and all of that expression the way we do. They're operating at that frequency to bring their awareness and enlighten that certain frequency, that certain step. And so are we. Sometimes it's just easier. And you know what? Sometimes I question it would be good. It would be cool to live ignorantly, but it's not that they're even living ignorantly. That's my own judgment of their way. And I like a challenge. I like expansion. So that's what my soul came for anyways. I like even a challenge of getting the biggest bang for my buck. I like taking stuff and painting it and making it my own. So it's about, I guess, overall releasing the judgment and shine bright wherever you guys are. Releasing the judgment, the criticism, the comparison in the way that we're diminishing ourselves, but allow the comparison as a tool for discernment, and shine your light bright wherever you are. It doesn't matter. Different folks for different strokes. All right. Very beautiful, guys. Man, I've been working on that judgment. I've been working on that judgment, Christy, my entire past 100 years. Okay. Right down to being little. I remember being freaking 6 freaking years old and thinking my thighs were big, or thinking I was too fat for a bikini. Freaking son of a bee. So that means, Christy and me and anybody else watching who resonate with this portion of the live, is we came to break that thought form. We came to freaking singe and burn it. They're showing me a torch burning off those wires, those electromagnetic connections from all our timelines. We're clearing those ancestry patterns, Christy. And then I think back, like, if I could change the past, I would, like, they always say, well, what would you tell that little girl? That makes me want to cry. But listen, I wouldn't tell that little girl anything because that was her soul journey. That was her soul's journey. Wow, we are on our worst. Oh, yeah. Freaking A, Chris. And I know you deal with it. You deal with your own demons as well. And you could say, well, if I could go back in time, I would tell that little girl she was perfect and to live life and not worry. And there's a bigger power. But, that wouldn't have worked because then she wouldn't have had to come. We came for our particular soul journey. It's all about having that compassion. And as our light shines bigger and more aware, we realize that. Yeah, sure. 4 years ago, I could have said, no, don't move to Florida. Don't go do and disrupt and totally crumble your entire life just to come back and have to do it all over for double the price. Don't do that. But yeah, that was part of my soul's journey. God, we are so powerful. Just look at the journeys we choose and how hard we are on ourselves. That is a reflection of the light that we are anchoring in, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. But what we can do, Spirit is saying, is that little girl now or that little boy now, you can speak to them and say, thank you for taking that soul's journey. Look how far we've come. Yeah, I know what. Oh, shit. Now I'm getting dizzy. This is a huge influx of frequencies. I just literally felt like, how I keep saying I'm being lightheaded? I just felt a wicked lightheaded influx. It's a merging of that limited thinking with the spiritual energy, and that's creating that higher vibe. Tell that little girl or tell that little boy and thank them for that journey. Not that I'm sorry I put you through that. Not I'm sorry I did that. There's no sorry. There's no apology needed because that is why you came. But thank you. And now look how far you've come. Now you know the truth. Now you can step into that light and play with me fully and merged as one. One love. Thank you. Thank you, Bono. One love. Oh my God. So, and we're going to talk about this. Oh, I don't know where I am right now. I'm not just in the masters, but in the masters group. And if you guys haven't joined up, you got to join up. Just, I'll put the information later. So every song or things that really stick with you, like With or Without You from U2 sticks with me like for 30 years. And I'm always contemplating that because that in itself, With or Without You, is so deep and it is so profound and it hits so many levels. With or without what? I can't live with or without you. And it could be, you could be in a certain time of your life thinking it's a relationship. For me, most music goes to spirit, my relationship with self, but it applies and reflects in our hologram. But with or without you, I can't live with or without you. Oh shoot. And it hit me. And every time I think of that, it has a different meaning and I have a different layer to it. Now I can't even remember that insight that I had, with or without you. But anyway, so tonight Gina and I are going to come on at 7 in the Masters group and talk about that movie that you like, or the certain types of movies, or the song. The songs really hit me, and what it does is it represents our soul's journey. And when you cry, like With or Without You, I Can't Live. It's kind of an emotional song, but it's awesome. And it's almost like I can't live with my spirit being separate. It's almost like it's a role play between my little self and my higher self, my human and my physical, but they're coming together and they're merging as one. And sometimes the movies that bring a lot of emotion, well, why are you crying? Are you thinking you're crying because that can't be? Is it too you don't think you are allowed to have that? Or are you crying because it's sad and it's fearful and you think that's the way the world's going to be? So movies and that music and those vibrations that you're connecting to, which you're creating as well simultaneously in your reality, to connect to those parts of yourself. We're going to talk about that a little bit. I don't even know how it's going to come out, but we're going to talk about that a little bit in the Masters group. Like time travel has always been fascinating to me, and that seems to be a real base in my teachings, that quantum part of us. I'm so mad at, I don't know if I wrote it down. It's really escaping me now. So, when we're in a certain frequency and then we'll blame it on, oh, I got to write it down, I'm getting old. No, it's not that you're getting old and forgetting. It's at that certain frequency you clicked in, you locked in, and you understood it. And then you might have fluctuated your frequency and then you can't quite grasp that yet. And then it comes back again. So all of the physical things that we want to criticize and call ailments and disease and all of that, they're all just reflections of certain frequencies that we want to label and define and put them in a box.
Is Gina here? Hey, Lauren, don't do it, Lauren. Lauren, don't effing do it. Lauren, my advice, get out of the game and start playing and creating your own game, Lauren, okay?
All right. All right, guys. So I imagine it's 9:30 now. Holy shit. So I came on for a 10-minute live and I've been on here for half an hour. Time flies when you're having fun because in reality, there's no time. All right, guys. What is right for you. What is right for another. It's a time of releasing all of that, tuning into your own frequency, living it, shining it, and being bright. And now Rihanna's coming in, shine bright like a diamond. Oh, I love that song. If you listen to the words, I chose this. I'm gonna cry. There's a, there's a verse in it where it says, "I chose love. I chose myself." I'm talking about it. I'm butchering it, but it's about shining bright like a diamond and choosing yourself. It's about choosing yourself and shining bright. Allow comparison to be a discerning tool to fine tune you to you. All is right according to whatever frequency you're operating in. Many truths exist within certain frequencies, and that's how we're always changing and expanding. All right, guys. May you all shine. Oh, Tamara, Master Light Blaster, White Light Healing. Good morning, Robin. I'm finishing it up. Robin, we still got to go live at the temple sometime. Let me know when you would like to. And I would love to have you in the Masters group. Facebook work user. That's got to be Gina then, because I don't see Gina's name. And I heard someone say hi to Gina. I like that. She's operating behind the scenes like Christy was yesterday. Lauren, don't do it. Yeah. So she wanted me to remind her not to do it every single day. And it's about playing the game, paying down the bills. She's tempted to play, but playing the games of the credit, the whole credit number stuff. Man, that's not my deal. White Light Healing, Christy, Master Light Blaster, Lauren, Master Light Blaster. All right, guys. Sandy was here. Where'd she go? Chris Tucker, Master Light Blaster. There's Sandy. All right, guys. I love you. May you all shine. Not with a little inkling droplet, but like rainbow, the entire spectrum of all the love and light that you are. Shoo.